want speakers. So we'll get music soon. 1 second. You have 30 seconds left. If you're having trouble with the main course and you're not really feeling how it tastes, you can move on to another main course, and then you'll get some help from your partner. All right. Eyes are up in 3, 2, 1, and 0. Raise your hand if you got to taste all 4 main courses within the last 5 minutes. Okay, so some of you guys are working really at a quick pace, which sometimes can be a really good thing. Sometimes it can be a falter, right? We're going to work on that. Right now, you guys are going to have 2 minutes. Excuse me. You're going to take 15 seconds right now to decide the question or the main course that you want someone else to talk about with you. So go ahead and go through those questions and think about the question that you struggle with the most that you want a partner to help you with. If you didn't struggle with anything, I want you to be thinking about the one that you would want to explain the most to a partner. Alright? Right now, partner A's closer to the wall. You guys are going to be asking for help from partner B's. You're going to go to the question that you want help with, and ask partner B for their help. Yep. Jada, why don't you go ahead and move it for now? Really quickly. Thank you. And Tariq, why don't you go ahead and move next to Jada? Quickly. So. Alright, you guys can begin. 2 minutes on the clock. Pencil should be in partner A's hands right now. Pencil should be out of partner B's hands. Drop that pencil, partner, please. All right, you guys can begin. Go. This group over here is having a really healthy conversation about absolute value and how distance shouldn't be negative. Strong job. Keep talking. You guys got about 30 seconds. Bring it back in 3, 2, 1, and 0. Great. question that you wasn't sure about before you talked with your partner. Okay? So we had a couple of groups that used that time to make it effective and productive. And that's all that we're going to go through for today. Productivity, really tasting these questions and this menu, and filling our palates with really, really tasty math problems. Okay? I'm going to give you guys another 3 minutes. Pick a different question. You're working by yourself again. We're going to have a different format when we come back. You may begin. And the speakers are back to work. You guys can continue. Eyes are moving too much. You should be really focused on your own meal and no one else's. Okay, put your hands on. All right. We got about 30 seconds left. Keep eating, guys. Keep eating. Okay. Okay. Keep working. Now the other one we're talking. Your eyes are in the open. All right, fellas, bring your back. Eyes are up. All right. So, I was circulating and I noticed that a lot of us are tasting the ratios and proportions question, but we're not fully eating it. So let's try to digest all these different parts of this question. So everyone's going to turn to the main course number 1, the really good ratios and proportions, and we're looking at part B. Go ahead and read out loud with a professional voice to Zaya. The party?
Oh, Travis accidentally used a whole cup of butter. One mom sugar the strategy to put into the mix that has the same ratio of sugar to butter. Then add the other recipe question.
Right now, go ahead and take 10 seconds to think time. I want you to find the most important part of that question and put a margin note. I'm going to ask you what your margin note is in about 10 seconds. And bring it back. Give me the most important margin note that you made. Tariq, what'd you put as a margin note? We're all listening because the projector's not working.
To have the same ratio of sugar to butter that the original recipe.
That the original recipe. So what margin note, what did you write?
I have to make an equivalent proportion.
Very, very strong. Precise language credit for Tariq. Over here. What mathematical strategy are we going to use to successfully answer this question? Now this side is hot. We need to get more people on this side, even though the numbers are dwindling. All right, Jaden, go for it.
Portion.
Explain why.
We find the scale factor when you have 1 whole cup of butter.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
And what key concept is going to be important for us to understand in order to successfully solve this problem? Jason somewhat answered it, or he somewhat alluded to it, but he didn't hit the vocabulary words that I'm looking for. Javin's got it. Who else has got it? Who works? Jada? Got you. Jaden? Helen? You set up something. What did you set up? You set up a proportion. Why did you set up a proportion? They were equivalent ratios. What was equivalent ratios?
Well, we need to find the equivalent ratio to the 3/4 and 1/8.
Aha! What did she do with the 3/4? She identified the 3/4 and the 1/8. What does it sound like Helen is going to do in order to find the number of cups of butter? Jamar?
She'll make another line. Put the 1 next to the 1/8.
Why next to the 1/8 and not to the 3/4?
Because it says she accidentally used a whole cup of butter.
Great point. So that's what we labeled it. And then
And then she used the reciprocal
of
1/8.
which is what, Tariq? Which is what? Tariq, you have more for directions. You need to be staying with us mentally. Someone help us out? Or actually just tell me the answer. Fernando? What is the reciprocal?
8.
Thank you. So we're going to multiply by 8 here. Data for multiplying by 8 here for butter. Exactly. Bring that. Okay. What's this called? What is this thing called that we use? A ratio table. All right. Very good. Here's where the fun part starts. Okay. We're going to start to eat our sides, but before that, we need. I'm over here. We need to make sure that we're going to stay safe and that we're going to do this as quickly as